Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. I'm doing a reaction on Dax's new song. It came out about a week ago. Excuse me. It's called "The Real Man." It's the official music video that I'll be reacting on. I haven't heard it yet. But anybody that's been watching my videos, the past couple of weeks has been really rough and draining on me. So I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm of things and trying to push forward as best I can. But before I do play it, if you want to help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App and PayPal and my merch store, TrueOutLawPatriot.com. Also, I want to thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers here on YouTube and on Rumble. And I want to thank everybody for all the heartfelt messages you guys have been leaving me. So with that being said, let's jump into this. I don't even have to say I hope it's a good one, because everything I've heard so far from Dax, in my opinion, has been on point. So let's get into this. It's called "The Real Man" by Dax. Here we go.
Yeah, she says she wants a real man, one who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad.
That's what every woman should deserve.
In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in real quick because those first lyrics were good. It's true, you know, a lot of women, and I say that they deserve, a real man, a good man that does those things, that holds the door open and treats her kind and all that. When he gets upset, at not basically at her, but what's going on, around him, that he doesn't take it out on anybody. And that's what women, women. I'm not gonna say that's what women should expect. But that's what, in my opinion, that's what a lot of women deserve. There's a lot of good women out there. But just listen to these first couple of lyrics, I could almost tell where this song is going, but let's continue. Here we go.
Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man. Realest story ever told. Can't have a man who's making money, always home.
Exactly.
Hard like a truck, that's why he's always on the road, providing everything you need to live the life you say you want.
I like that.
Can't have a man who wears his heart on a sleeve that won't rip once a while at the seams, especially if you never take the time to look into his eyes and hear him when he silently screams. Yeah, she says she wants a...
Okay, I gotta stop. I know a lot of people want this music to continue, but those lyrics right there is true. You can't expect to have your man at home and yet go out there and try to make ends meet to take care of what he has to take care of at home. And with that being said, I'm just going to jump through a lot of the lyrics because there's a lot to unpack. You can't expect him, when he's hurting inside, if you cannot see the pain in his eyes or know that there's something wrong that maybe you can try to comfort him on or help him through, you can't expect any good outcome out of that. It's just things that are going to build up. And it can't always be about you. You have to understand, a lot of times the norm is for a real man, okay, even though a lot of people in this day and age have it, confused. A real man's going to go out there, he knows what his job is, okay, and many times all he wants in return is the softness and the comfort of the woman at home that's going to help him, what I like to say, decompress from everything outside the home. Okay? Stand by him, understand what he's dealing with. Don't add any more to that, because a lot of the stresses that he may be dealing with outside the home is because he's trying to provide at home. But let's continue.
Real man, one who opens up the door, holds your hand and still smiles when he feels bad.
We got a notice from the electric company.
In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag.
Give me 2 more days.
Yeah, she
that is
says
all
she
I'm
wants a
asking.
real man, but what she wants is not for real. That Disney movie that she wanted was a dream and not reality, or something that she got.
Hey, honey,
That man
you know
up on a pedestal, discards him when she found out he was human, then he dropped. He's not perfect, but he tries.
Wow, she said he put him on a pedestal, and then when he starts slipping, he's dropped. And man, that I've heard that so many times, that when things ain't going right at work, when a guy doesn't get that promotion, or things start going up, like the economy starts going bad and the money he's making is not enough, but he doesn't have the opportunity to go get another job or do what he has to do, right away that pedestal, you know, it gets taken away. Okay? And that's something that a lot of women do. And I'm not saying all women. I love women. I have a lot of women subscribers. I'm not trying to throw at women or anything like that. I'm sure that all my subscribers understand where I'm coming from. There are women out there that, you know what? If a man does not keep that status, he's no good to her. Okay? He gets less and less and less. But yet, they want the man to keep them on a status. Okay? Even if they start slipping. The man, it's almost as if they're not allowed to say anything because that's insulting to the women, you know, or to the woman, I should say. But let's continue.
Live up to her beautiful lies.
It's fine. It's fine.
The
Maybe
man
I'll
he
listen to
wants
the
to
night.
on the inside him die. Yeah, she says she wants a real man. One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. Yeah. In control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad.
Exactly.
One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man. Love is
Exactly. I'm gonna cut it again. I'm sorry, people, but you know, I've heard many times of people say, I'm single because I'm looking for the perfect man. You're not gonna find the perfect man. The same thing, a lot of guys do the same thing. You know, I choose to be single because I haven't found the right woman yet. But what is the right person? I mean, I know that we all have, you know, our different idea of what we would like. I get it. But there is no such thing as the perfect. Perfect is only after being with somebody and then you start seeing more and more of their positive attributes instead of seeing more and more of their shortcomings. And that's what a lot of people do in this, especially in this day and age. It's like I've heard of so many people, I mean, in just constant different relationships, and the whole thing is, he wasn't the one, she wasn't the one, and I'll just go and dig a little bit, and it's some of the smallest things that they're leaving each other for, and I'm like, you'll never find anybody, you'll never know if in your eyes, if that person is perfect, if you're not willing to deal with the shortcomings as well as, you know, the high times. You can't, it's not all about, this is not a fantasy. This is not just get married and, you know, you both sail off, you know, riding on a white horse and you live happily ever after. Those are fantasies. Okay? That's a fallacy. It's how you stick with each other through the hard times, because you know that when things were good, you had a great time. You didn't let you built up on that, so the hard times would not destroy that. Okay? And I have to admit, and like I said, nothing against women, you know, it happens a lot. A lot of women, they expect a lot. And they should expect a lot from their man, but they also have to understand the man needs something too. He needs you to hold him down. He needs you there. Because many times, if not 9 out of 10 times, he's dealing with a lot of stuff outside the house because of what he has to provide at home. But let's continue.
patient, love is kind, can be evil and also blind.
Exactly.
God made man, then said in life, he'll find good things when he finds his wife. So
There you
as
go.
a real man, broken and confused, struggling not knowing what to do, he dove to the bottom of the bottle, drowned in
Yeah,
his
that's
sorrows,
rough.
and prayed one day she would rescue. By stop pointing out all his mistakes, be the place he felt safe to.
See, there you go, right there. When he, you know, he hits the bottle, okay, and then when the lyric said that, you know, she's gonna come back and then start pointing the finger, and it's like, You know, these are things men have to deal with, and a lot of times they don't have family and friends they can go to talk about it. They don't have it in them to go get counseling. You know, that's a whole different mindset, or at least to talk to somebody. They can't talk to the guys at the job because 9 out of 10 times all the guys at work are dealing with the same thing. Okay, and it's like, is it hard for a woman to stay home and wait for her man to come home because he's working hard? Yes, it is. I grew up in a family like that. My father was constantly out there working. Okay, but my mother had to realize that at one point he wasn't out there with another woman. He wasn't out there, you know, living a double life. He was literally out there working hard. I mean, sometimes coming home 2, 3 in the morning. Sometimes he'd walk in the door when we were leaving for school. Okay, because that's what his job demanded, especially in the wintertime. He was a boiler mechanic. He had to provide heat for people. Okay, and you know, my mother used to get upset all the time, but you know, she did have people around her to tell her, you know, it's not like he's out there with another woman. He's literally bringing you, you know, bringing that check home, bringing you proof, you know, coming home tired, dirty, many times with busted fingers. I mean, I can't count how many times he'd come in with stitches on his fingers or something like that, or on his arm, you know, or on his head, you know. And if that is not good enough for you to say, you know what, he's doing all this now, let me stand by him until things get better, where maybe he'll get a better position, or we'll get into a better position where he doesn't have to spend that much time. A lot of women don't have that patience, sadly. And I'm not saying they're bad women, and although there are a lot of bad women out there, because all they want is that money. They know who they get with in the beginning. Nothing should change, but for a lot of women, they want to be put on that pedestal no matter what. And a lot of times it's not like that. And what does the man draw to? Many times, either he'll drink heavier, start drinking, or go back to drinking. And it's a rough spiral, believe me. But let's continue.
Rest the emotions, the world said he can't. He's the rock that she needs, but she hammers away at the love that he has, like she wants it to break. Despite all of the pain, twisted and changed, trying to become the whole picture she paints. Till she woke up one day, said she's walking away, looked him dead in the face and then screamed. Yeah, she says she wants a real man.
Yeah, that's rough.
One who opens up the door, holds her hand and still smiles when he feels bad. Control of his emotions, wears his heart on his sleeve, but don't get mad. One who gives her all his time, puts his dreams to the side and gets a real bag. Yeah, she says she wants a real man, but what she wants is not for real, man.
Well, I'm gonna end it right there. That's the end of the song. Yeah, that's rough, you know, and you know, getting back to what I was saying, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy being a man. I'm not saying that it's any easier being a woman. I know women deal with a lot, and they need a lot of support. Okay, but you know, there are, and it's not just here. It's around the world. Okay, billions of relationships where, you know, it's not easy, but the men, they push and they push and they push because they know what they don't want to lose. What they don't want to lose is what at home is what is at home. Okay, be it a girlfriend, fiance, wife and kids. So you know, they push hard and they try, but they also need that woman there to hold him down, to let him know why he's doing it, why he's going through all this. Because to tell you the truth, there's a lot of selfish men out there that they don't want to be with a woman. They don't want relationships. They want to make their money. They want everything to themselves. And then when they get with somebody, they want to make sure that she's financially secure, so she doesn't want nothing from him. But then you will have women that find men. They know what kind of business he's in, what kind of work he does, what kind of schedule he has. Things get more serious. They get together. Right away, they think that that's going to change once they're together. It's like, no, you're not understanding. When you first met him, yes, he was making time. He may have had a little more time because he wasn't with you yet, 100%. He wasn't living with you, nothing like that. So yeah, he had some time to hold the door open for you and, you know, cater to you. But now that you're living together, and maybe on her part, she decided, you know what, I want to be a stay-at-home wife and we can start a family. He's like, okay, that means that I'm willing to accept that, but now I have to go out there and push a little harder, which means that less time at home. Reality sets in, and that perfect man, like Dax is saying that the woman wants in the video, he's still there, but the time is not there. And then that becomes a problem. And that's unfair to the man, because it's like, you're the rock that was supposed to, be my foundation. But you keep hammering away, breaking up that foundation. What am I to do now? I can't tell the job no, because even if they're willing to give me a better schedule where I want less hours, it doesn't take away from all the other problems that could occur from that, which is a bad economy, taxes rising and all that. I have to be able to hold it down. I've noticed, and I'll try to make it really quick. I've noticed that a lot of relationships where both people are working, but they have their schedule set, that it does not interfere when it comes to their children or their time off, works better, because they're like, okay, you know what? How many hours are you going to be working? I got to do 60 hours this week. Well, my job is flexible enough where I can do the same 60 hours, or I'll pick up the slack where you're not home. It's a symbiont. It's a team. Okay? And it's sad that a lot of people don't see it like that. And men could be the same way. Okay? Where they have a wife that, has a very demanding job. They can get selfish also. And I use that term because it's like what's being explained in the video. She wants a real man, but when he starts slipping, it could be at work, financially, or at home, he's not good enough. That's not the way it is. Okay? Nobody is perfect. No situation is going to be perfect. No relationship, no job, nothing is going to be perfect. It's like me right now. I've been dealing with a lot the past few weeks. And lo and behold, my truck is down now. I haven't been able to work this whole week, but I don't have a spouse to lean back on. I have no family and friends to lean back on. I have to deal with it. Some people may say, well, man, you're a strong man for dealing with it. Yeah, call me a strong man. Call me a real man. Am I a perfect man? No. Because these things happen. And we have to try to get through it. It'll help better if you have a partner, a spouse, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife that can stand there with you, and vice versa. If you have a boyfriend, a fiance, a husband, if you work together, remember the good times when you got together. Now you're going through a hard time. Don't let the hard time destroy the good times. Work it out and realize that, you know what? You're not going to find a perfect person, but if you stick together, and this is just my advice, if you stick together through the hard times, you're going to say things weren't perfect, but we were there for each other at the right time, at the perfect time, because we helped each other get through it. Just a little FYI, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, this was a video by Dax called A Real Man. It's the new one. It's been out about 6 days now. Got over 1 million views already. I wish I had those views, but hopefully someday we'll see. And if you want to help support the channel, there's a link in my description to my Cash App, PayPal, and my merch store. And please subscribe, help the channel grow. So remember, people, stay vigilant, keep praying for each other, keep praying for the children, like I always keep saying, and especially for this country. A lot of bad news today on the news. You guys go check it out. But again, this was Dax, A Real Man. Till next time, peace.